Hi everyone, this is Selina. I hope you're well. So today I'm bringing to you a new crochet tutorial on how to crochet this gorgeous V-stitch chunky scarf. So it's an infinity scarf because I've stitched it together. I will be showing you how to do that. And this is a very easy pattern to follow. So for this pattern I used some chunky yarn. It's called Marble Chunky by James C. Brett. I will be linking the exact shade and materials that I used for this project in the down bar, as well as a link to my blog selinaveronique.com where you can find the free pattern and all the details for this project. I also used a 7mm crochet hook, as well as a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors, and that's it. And I will be using US terms. I do hope you enjoy this tutorial. So to begin this pattern, you will be making a slip knot. So just go ahead and create your slip knot. Pop your hook through your slip knot, and basically what we will be doing now is chaining 20. So just go ahead and chain 20. 1, 2, 3. So I've chained a smaller amount just for my sample, but the principle will be the same and you should have 20 stitches. So for row 1 you will count 1, 2, 3 and 4 chains from the hook, and you will be placing a double crochet into that chain. So just go ahead and wrap your yarn around your hook, pop it through the chain, pull your yarn. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Take your yarn, pull through 2 loops, and take your yarn, pull through 2 loops. And this creates your first double crochet. And we are simply going to be placing another double crochet into that chain. So into that same chain that we've just worked a double crochet into, we will be placing another double crochet into that. And this is what it should look like. So I've just zoomed in a bit, and so this is what it looks like. We've got our V-stitch here inside that chain. What we are going to do is skip the next chain, and we are going to go into the next chain and work a 2 double crochet V-stitch. So skip this chain, the next one, and go into the next and place 2 double crochets into that chain. So that's 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets, and this is what it looks like. We are simply going to skip 1 chain and go into the next and place 2 double crochets into that. So just go ahead and place your 2 double crochets into that chain. Skip 1 chain and go into the next and place 2 double crochets, and our 2 double crochets together in 1 chain creates our V-stitch, our first row of V-stitches. And now we are simply gonna skip the next chain, and I've arrived at the end of my row. As you can see, you should have more chains, but the principle will be the exact same. So once you reach the end of your row, you are simply gonna skip the next chain like we have up till now, and into the last chain you are going to be placing 1 double crochet on its own to finish off the row. And this is what it should look like. So this is our first row of V-stitches. So for row 2, you are going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, turn your work, and what we are going to do simply is work into the V-stitches from the previous row. So this first chain 3 counts as our first double crochet, and we are going to go into those V-stitches all along directly and place V-stitches on top of that directly. So just go into that V space that we have from the previous row and place 2 double crochets into that. just go ahead and place 2 double crochets into that. You are going to go directly into the next V-stitch right here and place 2 double crochets into that. So that creates V-stitches on top of our V-stitches, if that makes sense. Now we will go into the next V-stitch and place 2 double crochets directly into that V-stitch from the previous row. And now we are going to go into the next V-stitch, which is also our last V-stitch, and place a V-stitch on top of that, like so. And we've almost reached the end of our row. We are simply going to be placing a double crochet into the chain 3 from the previous row right here, which is the end of our row. Just go ahead and place 1 double crochet into that, like so, and this is what it should look like. So I'm trying to show you on camera, it's not always easy. So this is what we will be doing. We will simply be doing a repeat of row 2 over and over until we have 73 rows. So I have 73 rows in total. So I'll just show you again. 1, 2 and 3. Turn your work. This counts as our first double crochet, and just go directly into each and every V-stitch from the previous row with another V-stitch, which is 2 double crochets together, just very simply. Just go directly into the next V-stitch and place a V on top of that. And so on and so forth. So just go ahead and place all your V-stitches all the way along. And then when you reach the chain 3 from the previous row, right here at the end of this row, just place a double crochet directly into this. And then just repeat row 2 over and over until you have 73 rows in total, and I'll meet you back to show you what to do. Okay, so now you should have your 70 rows in total. I've just folded my project like so in the middle, and I'm just going to stitch it together to create that infinity scarf that we want. So I've left a long tail for sewing, and I'm simply going to tie these 2 loose ends together because they're there, and I might as well tie them together gently. And now I'm simply going to stitch my project using the mattress stitch. So now I'm simply going to sew my project together using the mattress stitch. So I've popped my needle onto my loose end, and I'm just simply going to go from one side to the other, like so, and stitch this together, and this creates a seamless stitch. However, you can use whichever stitch that you prefer to sew this seam together. I just prefer the mattress stitch because it's so seamless. So basically just go ahead and stitch this until you reach the end of the stitch, and then and then we'll be finished.